Hello. In today's video, I'll be showcasing a 2016 Infiniti QX80 with a limited package. I like to call these videos the Lightshow. Nighttime videos usually present a unique dilemma. For one, I would love for it to be dark so that you can see the lights when they come on and how impressive they are. But at the same time, it's too dark that you wish for some daylight so that you can see the vehicle before the lights come on. So I've got my flashlight and you can barely see the vehicle, but you can probably see a little bit of a reflection. But in a few short moments, we shall approach the vehicle and it should turn on because it's got this thing called welcome lighting. So let me just start walking towards the vehicle. Some lights will come on once it recognizes the key fob in my pocket. Ah, there you go. Now let me pull back. You've got welcome lighting under the running board. You've got lighting under the puddle lamps under the side mirrors. Let me get a little closer. There you go, right under the side mirrors. When you look inside, the dome lights do turn on for the front seats as well as the second row. And if you look at the ignition button, it usually pulses. It's supposed to be welcoming. Let me step back again. I'd like to approach it from the driver's side, the left side. So it's a similar thing. Puddle lamps under the side mirror. Welcome lights under the running board. Dome lights inside. I noticed that the third row is pretty dark. The trunk does indeed have a light, but it's usually activated whenever the trunk is unlocked. So I've got my remote here and I'd like to try two different things. One, let me just lock the vehicle, see what happens. Okay. Let me now unlock it. There you go. Same welcome lights, but this time you also get the clearance lights in front, along with the DRL, daytime running lights. Oh, I love it. Looks awesome. As I go around, I notice that the side welcome lights have turned off. I'm going to lock it. And this time I realized that the front lights stay on. I'd like to get a look on the rear side. The tail lights, they went off pretty quickly. Let me unlock it again. I love the lights. They did a pretty good job. So the tail lights, parking lights, stop lamp, license plate lights come on as well. And from here you can see that the center stack is lit up as well. Can barely tell what's going on. Let me unlock it again. Maybe we'll be able to make it out. Lock. As the light dims one more time, this time I would like to approach the vehicle and open the doors, physically unlock the doors, then open them, and we'll see what it looks like with the doors open. So let me get a little closer. It came alive again. Look at that. I think I'm going to open all the doors. Welcome lighting still on. And as I go around, I'll open the tailgate, the trunk. See, now there's another light that comes on. You can see a reflection over there. I like it. The doors have the clearance lights. I like those lights for safety, but I think they serve more so their main purpose is as puddle lamps. But as I said, I like them for safety. When you open doors, people can see you whenever they drive behind you. I noticed that the puddle lamps on the side mirror are still on, and they actually glow. I don't know if this is carrying well into the camera, but the front wheel is nicely illuminated. Look at the inside. The limited package has truffle brown leather, so maybe if the interior had been lighter, it would look a lot different, but still not bad. Not bad at all. I like this. There probably isn't much of entertainment value in the back, so I'll just go ahead and close this. Thankfully, we've got the trunk button on the bottom of the tailgate is illuminated, so you can just push that. What I've not mentioned at this point is that I've got two cameras, one over there getting the rear view. I've got another one getting the front view, so even if this camera that I'm holding in my hand is not going to show you everything, you're still going to get a pretty good view as to what is going on. I'll shut this door. I'll shut the other door as well. And I'll go to the left side. This is the driver's side in the United States. So, stepping up to the vehicle, as I said, you do have these puddle lamps that I like as safety lights as well. You've got illuminated door sill plates with Infiniti. Dome lights are on. Unlike they do in sedans and other vehicles, it seems like in this one, all the lights come on bright. And I make that statement because in certain vehicles, only the door that would be opened would correspond to a brighter light. All the others would be a little dimmer. Let me shut this. See, nothing changed inside there. I'm going to push this plunger to simulate closing the door, and all of them get dim. And when I release the plunger, all of them get bright. It's fine though, nothing bad. We've got footwell lighting. There it is. You've got the same thing going on the passenger side. You can almost see it down there. Right here, only the P, only that part is illuminated. This is before starting the vehicle. Security light. Nothing else really. If you wish, you could turn off all the dome lights. So this is the door. You could switch it that way. It turns everything off. Back to door, or you could force everything to stay on. It's got 3 settings. I'll shut the door. This is for the limited package. They offer second row footwell lighting. So this right here, you would not get it with many other packages. It's really dim, and it might be a good candidate for LED swaps if you're inclined to do such stuff. Okay. Makes me wonder if we get in and shut the door, what remains lit. Nice soft glow. The ignition switch, push button, as you can see, is still pulsing. Nice and dim lighting, I like it. And off. I'll jump out of the car. The welcome lighting helps. Now, I'd like to take this a notch higher and remote start the vehicle. The remote start does require the vehicle to be locked first. and I'll happily oblige. Lock, hold down. It's going to be pretty much the same lights we saw initially. Tail lights, side markers, clearance lights, license plate lights. And I feel like I will do my best to offer an in-car ride. We've got some secluded roads over here, so hopefully we'll be able to see what it looks like driving at night. One thing I'll tell you is this vehicle has a lot of road presence. That is a fact. I used to think that LED daytime running lights and LED strips, angel eyes and things like that were feminine, but somehow they pulled it off. It's not feminine, it's not masculine, it's just elegant. So let me get in. Now looking at the glass house. Oh, of course, gets me every time. This time the center console, the screen is turned on, the clock, the entire gear selector panel. Nothing else really. Let me unlock the vehicle. Let me lock, unlock the LEDs. Whoa. Same lighting scheme going on. Only difference at this point is that I don't think the SOS was illuminated earlier. They usually have this LED light over here. There you go. Can you still see it? It helps light up the center stack. Or in sedans, it lights up the gear shift area, cup holders. It's a nice, novel thing that they've had for a long time, since the 90s. No other lights really. Well, the doors, the buttons are lit up. These door handles usually have a light as well. Can you see that? Let me turn on the lights. Right here, there's a light right here. You see that? Same thing on the other side. To get my hand underneath, I guess. But there you go. That looks to be an LED already. And it says push brake and start button to drive. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what extra lights come on. Ah, the outside. The gauges came on. So right now what you should be seeing from the outside cameras should just be the DRLs, nothing else really. But I'll jump out of the car so we can look at that. So you can see the center stack is all dead. I wasn't a big fan of daytime running lights when they were implemented, or it was almost in conjunction with digital or backlit gauge clusters. I can't remember what exactly you call that. Fine vision, electroluminescent, I think. So whenever you'd start your car, all your gauges would just come on. But in reality, your taillights are still off. But then, I think DRLs just changed the game, because now those are pretty, you can see a reasonable distance even without turning the headlights on. And I always felt like it was a safety concern. I don't know what they can do about it, but this is the world we live in right now. Pretty bright. I don't know why it feels a lot brighter with a car running. Okay, let's go inside and turn on the lights. I'll go for step one, which will be, I know I'll go for automatic. This turns everything on, as you can see over there, right? And then it also turns on all the buttons and controls and the clock. And with auto, I'll go around the vehicle again. I did not mention this, but the buttons in the rear, the switches in the rear are also lit up, and you have this LED lamp under the door handle as well. Good job, Infiniti. Could have done something about illuminating this door sill, but won't be too greedy. Controls are lit up over here. Heated seat switches, AC in the back, or the climate control in the back. Now I'm happy because the taillights are on, and I'm big on safety, all right? Let's walk around the vehicle. Pretty decent throw on the headlights. I don't know if I'll be able to show this, but this vehicle has high beam assist, and high beam assist is an interesting trippy feature. Basically, you turn your high beams on and they're constantly on, and when the car senses other vehicles ahead of you or coming towards you, yeah, including ahead of you, it just dims the high beams. It's interesting. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is put it in parking lights. They call it city lighting or parking lights. Next one. Watch. The DRLs are still on. Not much has changed, honestly. I could force let's go ahead. I was gonna say I could force this, but let me just take it back to auto. This time, the one thing I'd like to change is get fog lights. Whoa, look at that. That is wide, that is bright. It's been a while since I've seen manufacturers making functional fog lights that really cover the, look at the pattern on that. It's very evident. Nicely done. This is amazing. I'm going to show you guys a trick. Hopefully that camera catches it. But since the limited package has automatic front lighting system, the headlights swivel, I think the main thing is that they do adjust up and down, but they also swivel. So I'll put it in drive, and in drive, usually you can see it when I turn the steering wheel to the right. Do you see the beam walking? Look at the wall over there. Okay. Hazard lights. That way you can show all the turn signals at the same time. Let's turn on the fogs as well to see how it all works together. Oh yeah, definitely visible. And I like that they're all LEDs, so it's all in sync. If you've ever seen a system with LEDs and regular bulbs, the regular bulbs are slower to respond. You know, I'm curious. Let me turn off all the lights, which will not include the DRLs, I suppose. But let's just turn everything off. What does it look like? The front might not be that different, but look at the rear. Oh yeah, definitely visible. I think I really like the side mirror turn signals. The way that one is made, you can see from the front, the side, and the back, rather than those strips that you just see from one side. I think they did a pretty good job with this. Look at the bus in the back. Well, let's do a little bit of test driving, I suppose. Why not? You know, before this, how about the reverse for the other camera? I'll give credit. Infiniti has made some interesting products. You know, cool products brought cool products to the market, but this camera is really good. Nighttime viewing is really good with this camera. I don't know if it's carrying into this handheld as well as I'm looking at it, but the night vision is really good. The way I usually do it, it's kind of risky, but e-brake, it's not going anywhere. And then just come look at it. Yeah. You know, one thing I'd like to also show is what it looks like for the rear passengers. So this is the inside, right? What about situations where you have the TV screens lit up? Should have the remote somewhere here. I do. Have you seen those setups where you have the, you know, as you drive, you can see the screens from the back? Oh yeah. Depends on where you are, I suppose, but they're visible. If you can see what the kids are watching, you're too damn close. That's all I can say. But they're not too crazy. Well, you can see a little bit of light, but being that the back is tinted, I don't think it's that bad. By the way, game changer. This light up remote, game changer. I'll be showcasing the audio stuff later. You know, it just occurred to me, how about I show the storage compartments? See what kind of lighting we have over there. I might need to turn on all the lights first so I can at least see. Okay, we have a light there, you can see that. Right here. Some sort of a light for the switch, nothing else. Does not look like it. For the USB compartment, does not look lit either. Okay, so that lighter, I suppose this socket might be lit as well. Nope, no lighting over here. How about the back? Nope, looks pretty dim. So let me turn off the lights and look around. nothing else. That's it for lighting. Yeah, I suppose it's not exactly friendly for searching for things in the dark, but thankfully you do have control switches at each light, you know, like that one right there. Each individual can at least control the lights. Makes me wonder, I can't remember about the rear. Let me turn them all on. Yeah, the third row is like the neglected. They do have the light at the back. I suppose you could turn on the trunk light, the tailgate light. But yeah. Okay, so let's ride. You might see the headlight swiveling. Well, some of them, the right one does. And you can turn that feature off if it bothers you for some reason. See the left one swivel? Then it's going to straighten out. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't turn on a dime or anything, but pretty good. Pretty good. I think I came back to, well, I'm lined up with where I was parked. Just gotta back up a little. Somewhere around there. I think we've had enough. Next, I'd like to hit some country roads and drive around, and you'll see what it looks like in the dark.